Hello, Leo. Welcome to Soul Good. I'm Amber Marie, and this is your December 2022 Tarotscope. If you're curious about the decks that I'm using today, you can find a list of them in the description box below. You can also find links to my social media accounts, as well as links to information on personal readings and the Soul Good membership channel on Telegram. I would like to remind you that this is a collective reading, not a personal reading, so please only take what resonates with you. I would also like to share with you that there will be a timestamp in the description box below if you would like to bypass all of my shuffling. If not, let's dive right in and see what you've got going on for you this month, Leo. We are going to be looking at what's being activated for you this month. How is what's being activated going to help you? Getting clarity and diving deeper on that, right? We're also going to be looking at why is this important for your soul's journey, as well as getting some guidance, advice, or encouragement for you moving forward. So let's jump right in, Leo. Please, Father, Mother, Life, Universe, Spirits, Guides, Angels, our cosmic team, our ancestors, our higher selves, what is being activated for Leo this month, December 2022, please? That was fast. Okay, we're going to leave it. I feel like that's it. How is what's being activated going to help Leo, please? How is what's being activated going to help Leo? Thank you. Beautiful. Look at this. I love how there's just one card coming out. It's like nice, clear, concise messages. Can we please have some clarity on how what's being activated is going to help Leo, please? Can we have some clarity on how what's being activated is going to help Leo? How is what's being activated going to help Leo, please? Tell us more. I almost dropped it. I thought it was going to come out, but it was like, no, that's not it. Let's see. Can we please have some clarity on how what's being activated is going to help Leo? There it is. Thank you. Yeah, okay. This is interesting, Leo. So interesting. Why is this important for Leo's soul journey? Okay. That one too. Yes. All right. And can we please have some guidance, advice, or encouragement that Leo needs moving forward? Guidance, advice, or encouragement for Leo moving forward. Okay. Thank you. Lovely. Okay. I'm excited to see what you have going on, Leo. Yours is actually the first reading that I've done so far for December that is so straight on, like so few cards, and I love it. Actually, there may have been one more that had just a couple of cards, but I feel like yours are just coming out. So let's see here. What's being activated for you this month? Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. So, Leo, this is beautiful. First of all, I feel like there are some of you who it does now, and I don't know why I feel like I need to say this, but your gender, does not matter. Like, so whether you're male or female, I feel like this is going to apply, right? Or it could. I feel like there are some of you who have, and it feels like previously, right? Like leading up to this point, have started to nurture and develop a relationship, a deeper relationship with Source. I feel like some of you have allowed Source, God, the Creator, the divine, whatever you refer to it as, I feel like you have allowed it to move you differently than you have in the past, right? It feels to me like some of you have created this very strong connection with Source, with God. It feels like there is, for some of you, and here's the thing, like, I don't want to say like um, how do I word this? Like, God loves one person more than the other, because I don't believe that to be true. But I feel like the love that you feel for God is significantly deeper and more, okay, um, than ever before. Like, really, truly. I'm not talking about your religion, by the way, right? Because I don't really care what your religion is. That's not the point that's coming through. It is literally that connection with God, living in that relationship in truth, right? And not what your church leader tells you is true, but what you have discovered to be true about you and your relationship with your creator, with source, right? And for some of you, I feel like this relationship has helped to build your acceptance of yourself, right? I feel like it's helped you to learn how to love yourself. And I feel like there's somebody who's listening right now who might even be able to say, ooh, and there's fear coming up too. I think this is something that took a lot of work, if you resonate with this. So congratulations if this is you. I feel like for some of you, you have, how do I word this? Or I don't want to say congratulations. It's probably not the way to put it, but it is a congratulations, because I feel like for some of you, you might even say, like, if it weren't for God, I probably wouldn't be here. Right? Like, I really do feel that. I feel like some of you have established that strong of a connection. I feel like some of you have allowed God to really move in your life, to really teach you and show you how to love you, right? And even if God, or source, universe, whatever, has separated you from all that you knew previously, I still feel like you would say the same thing. You will say the same thing, right? Even if you have nobody, literally nobody in your life telling you you're important, you matter, you are loved, you are cared for, right? I still feel like you feel those things. You feel like you matter. You feel important. You feel valuable. And that's not to say that there aren't times that maybe your faith is a little less strong than others, or that maybe you're tired or feel defeated or what have you, but it feels like the bounce back is pretty quick. And if it's, how do I word this? Even if you haven't really established this incredibly strong connection with God, I still feel like God is working in you, because I still feel like you could potentially resonate with that bounce back being very quick. You know, your moments of feeling defeated or sad or lonely or what have you are fleeting. They're very quick. They're quick to overcome, right? Like, yeah, you might feel it for a minute and feel some type of way, but then it's like, okay, I prayed about it. I threw some music on. I went for a drive. I went for a walk, whatever it is. And you just kind of find yourself being able to bounce back rather quickly. This is so fascinating, Leo, because I feel like this is beautiful. Like, it really feels so fucking beautiful to me. Uh, because the connection feels so strong. It feels so sure and so pure and so full of faith. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. If you resonate with this, like your faith is beautiful. It really is beautiful, because I feel like there's somebody or some buddies, okay, one person or multiple people who will listen to this, who could say, and that's not to say that there aren't others who could as well, okay, but I feel like you could say, like, life has not dealt me the easiest hand by any means, right? And I feel like there are those who, for some of you, if they were to experience, if someone else were to experience what you have, they wouldn't have made it. Now, I'm not saying that to be, not saying that you're like arrogant or cocky or anything like that, because I feel like that you couldn't have done it alone. But I feel like there are things that people don't know about you, that you've been through, that should have halted you in your tracks, that should have stopped you, that, most people, if you were to tell them, would be like, how did you how are you still here? Like, I feel like it would perplex others because they would have I feel like in their mind, even if they don't say it out loud, right? In their mind, I feel like they likely are like, I wouldn't have been able to do that, right? Let me read this to you. I'm so excited about your guys' reading. Like, I'm all fired up now. This feels so beautiful. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to read to you the description of the card and then the message that comes with it. So it says here, the source of the universe is a gigantic heart. It beats our angels and beings of light. It is what many call God. It is the love that is beyond gender and dogma. It's the infinite experiencing infinity. It's all that is, was, and ever will be. It's love being love and expressing love. It's an energy that can be explained but never fully comprehended. It's where we have all come from and will all return. The strangest part of all is that we've never left, even though we are spiritual beings having a human experience and may feel that Source is separate from us. The truth is that we're always connected, even when we feel we're not. This gateway takes us not upward, but inward. It's the gateway that reminds us that through the stargate of our heart, we are connected to the heart of creation. Not only that, but we exist and express ourselves within that heart. Even though we may be on a planet, may be on planet Earth and experiencing Earth as a planet within the Milky Way, all of this and more is actually being expressed by the heart of Source. The vastness of this divine love is inexplainable, but it's who we are. You are connecting directly with the heart of Source, the creator of life and love. You are blessed to receive this card, for it shows the cup of your heart is being filled with love until it overflows. The divine energy that is with you now is helping you melt away any blockages so that you can be open to the love, acceptance, and appreciation that you deserve. You are being encouraged to view yourself in a loving way and give yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while, but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card lets you know it's safe to do so. You are loving, and lovable. Step forward, claim your worth, and enjoy a new level of spiritual openness. You are truly blessed. So, this card for you, Leo, I feel is beautiful because here's the thing. Like I said, I feel like your faith is absolutely incredible. And I feel like this relationship that you've developed with the divine, with God, I feel is, how do I word this? I feel like it's going to be rewarded, right? I feel like it's going to show up differently for everyone. For some, that reward may be something, a spiritual gift, some maybe being at peace or reaching a new level of consciousness or awareness. And for others, maybe it's certain people coming into your life after feeling alone for a long time. Maybe it is, feeling like you're finally moving forward when maybe you felt stagnant. But I feel like it's going to be paying off because I feel like the faith that you've had through all of these things have been essentially stacking up with the divine creator, and I feel like will pay off. Right. But I also feel like you have this, again, you're blessed. You have this beautiful connection, I feel, with God. And I feel like it's going to take you far. Right. Like, even if you don't feel like much of anything right now, Leo, I feel like it's going to take you far. And if you, I don't even know how to explain it. If you feel like, okay, there's nothing worldly that I need, right? Or that would make me happy or what have you, like, I feel like whether in this world or the next, you will find yourself blessed. But I do feel like for many of you, it will be in this world, right? I feel like God, again, has had this kind of stockpile of your faith. And I feel like it's going to pay off because it's a beautiful connection, relationship. Holy crap, Leo, you cannot make this stuff up. You really fucking can't. Um, how is what's being activated going to help you? You literally have loyalty. And I was just talking about how that faith is likely going to pay off, right? And I said, for some of you, I feel like it's going to take you far because I feel like, again, that consistency it's been stockpiling. Maybe, and I'm sure you could say, there have been many times where I felt blessed, where I felt the power of God, moving in my life, saving me, helping me, whatever it is. But I feel like however this is going to show up, I feel like it could feel tremendously different than it has previously, right? Like, I don't feel like it's going to feel like a breadcrumb here and there. You know what I'm saying? So you have loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Not only that, but loyalty is one of the more positive attributes or characteristics of that Leo energy, right? It's what helps the Leo, you, to be a leader, to be generous, to be brave, even protective, right? Like all of these beautiful things that loyalty contributes to, that inner strength, that conviction, right? So I feel like, again, I feel like you're really at home in yourself, Leo. Like, if you're watching this and you resonate with what I've been saying so far, I feel like you are learning how to be at home in yourself, whatever that looks like. And sometimes maybe it doesn't look so pretty. Maybe it doesn't look so regal, right? Maybe it doesn't look so, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like showy or dramatic, right? But it's still about being comfortable in your own skin. This is so fantastic. I love this. Okay, so let's get some clarity on that, diving deeper. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. So this is super fascinating because, first of all, what was I just saying? For some of you, I feel like that wealth, that abundance, or the blessings, right, may not be like, you know, stacked in this world. Like, remember me saying, like, okay, there's nothing worldly that would make me happy, like, or would truly bring me like true fulfillment, right? And I feel like some of you have established that, which is interesting because we have the freaking Ten of Pentacles here in the reverse. And it does say, I'll just turn it up real quick. I don't know if you can see that because of the light glare, but it says wealth, right? In the reverse, this can be that energy of like a lack of resources, having a lack of stability, or experiencing like fleeting success, right? And I feel like this is going to help you by, I feel like it's getting you out of that space of feeling like you don't have stability or don't have the resources you need, or that success is always slipping through your fingertips, right? I feel like it's going to help to move you out of that. I feel like you're closing a cycle around that because I think you found that wealth isn't necessarily money or material things. I feel like, I mean, for some of you, I feel like you've established this train of thought, this, based on what you've experienced and what you found to be true for you. I feel like you've kind of established this mindset of like wealth or abundance comes from God, comes from divine creator, right? So I feel like the idea of having a lot of material things doesn't impress you, which is so wild to me, right? Because all the time, oh my gosh, how many times have you seen a Leo meme or post or whatever that talks about like it's just, okay, Leo just wants to show off. Leo wants to be the center of attention. Leo wants all the finer things, right? Like that very kind of egoic energy that's about identity and, flashiness and all the things. Which, I mean, charismatic, you know? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just feel like you may have moved out of or are now in a space where you look at that and it's like that is like the furthest thing, right? And I feel like it's because your perceptions on the world have changed through this relationship that you have spiritually, right? Like I feel like you may have had strong ties to the physical world, and it may have felt like you were consistently experiencing this lack of stability, right? Whether that's in your finances, your health, your living situations, your whatever, the material world, right? And I feel like this is helping you to get past that. Like I really truly feel, Leo, it's about this establishment of the relationship that you have with source. And it feels like it's totally flipping all of your ideas on what it means to be wealthy on its head. And it's beautiful because it is, oh, my heart space just lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. It's so beautiful because in my membership readings, Leo, I've been getting all of these messages for a couple of months now about soul sovereignty and freedom, right? And soul sovereignty is essentially you don't have attachments to things, right? You are free from anything that weighs you down, anything that doesn't allow you to be, right? So I feel like for some people, the wealth, the physical world wealth, or the thought of it, the idea of it, whatever, however it has showed up for you, has been a focus. It has been something that has controlled you, that has, made you feel less worthy. If you had a lack of resources, right? If you've had a lack of stability, if success has been fleeting for you, I feel like your world may have been ruled by material things or money or the lack of it. And I feel like this relationship with God, again, has changed your perspective on what it means to be wealthy. And so this is beautiful because, again, moving into 2023, with this energy of soul sovereignty and freedom, let's say God starts blessing you financially, right? Let's say this is something you haven't experienced very much in your life at all. Maybe you have no idea what it means to be financially stable at all, right? And I'm not passing judgment by any means. It's just maybe that's your experience. And what I feel, this relationship with God may have done for you is to take that and to change your perspective on it. And then once you are blessed with material means, it's not going to change you. It's not going to create this focal point for you. That's not what it's going to be about, right? It's almost like God's like, I need you to put me first so that when I do bless you, you have no problem blessing others. You have no problem, or rather, let me rephrase that. You have no attachment to that, like that physical world thing, that material thing, right? I think it's really fucking powerful, actually, right? And for, again, moving into 2023 with that soul sovereignty in mind, that's absolutely glorious. So let's see, why is this important for your soul's journey? Let's answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I feel like it's going to, or I feel like it's important for your soul's journey, Leo, because I feel like it's helped you to understand what's important for you. I feel like it's helped you to hear your own voice, right? And I feel like this is something that may have been in the works like up to this point, but I feel like December for you could really be that, how do I see it? Like I'm seeing this as, kind of putting your feet in the ground, like this is what this is what I'm here for. I know that this is what my soul is calling me to do, right? And you will put that calling first. So if God, for example, is calling you, you will put God first. If being some sort of healer or teacher or mentor or, advocate or mediator or something like that, liberator, a guide, whatever it is, you will feel that first. That will be your priority first, right? So it's like, okay, God, source, the universe, that's there. My purpose and fulfilling that for God, source, the universe, that is what's important first and foremost. That's how I'm seeing this. That's how I'm seeing this. I am so seeing this as it's important for you to be able to put your calling first. And that is why these things are being activated within you, or have been, right? Because it's about, we need God, we need our soul's calling, our higher purpose to be the first priority, the thing that you are able to hear and fearlessly will move on, right? And here's the thing, and here's why would you fearlessly move on something? Because you know who is protecting you, you know who has encompassed you in its love, you know where your support is coming from, right? Wow, this is so powerful to me, Leo. So why is this important for your soul's journey? You have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious in true Leo fashion. Yeah? Right? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Leo. Again, I feel like this is important for your soul's journey because I feel like you have potentially, and this definitely won't resonate with everyone, but I feel like for some of you, you found, or through the month of December, will find what ignites that fire within your soul. And I don't mean from a place of getting something back necessarily. I just feel like it's something that you just do because you just love it so much, right? And I feel like that calling isn't going to feel like work. I feel like it isn't going to feel like it's super serious. Not to say that what you do isn't serious, like, right? I'm not saying that it shouldn't be taken seriously or that it isn't important or that it doesn't matter. What I mean is it's not going to feel like a job like we would consider a job, right? Like it's going to feel like play. It's going to feel like you're just having fun, right? It's going to feel like a fucking celebration all the time, right? It's going to just feel like this is so much fun. Like I get to go to work, like celebrating because you're doing what your soul has called you to do. And this is what I feel like why these things are coming up is to align you with that truth. This is so amazing. I hope you are feeling this energy. I hope that you are feeling that fire, just which may have been just embers or just a tiny glow previously. I hope that you are just feeling it igniting, taking flight, I don't even know what the word is. I don't even know what the proper grammar is to say what I'm trying to articulate, but it feels like, like the fire really taking off, right? Like it feels like somebody blowing oxygen on it or something, right? Igniting it. I hope you feel that because this is so powerful. So guidance, advice, or encouragement for you moving forward, Leo. You have study and learning, okay? So I feel like the guidance for you, right? I feel like it's more of, how do I word this? Yeah, I feel like it's more of like an advice or guidance. It feels less like encouragement, right? Because I feel like there's this advice of like, be open to learning anything, right? Be open to discovering anything new. Yeah, don't fear anything new that comes in. Be open to being essentially adaptable and being versatile and able to just consistently be in a space of learning and growing, right? Like, I'm learning how to do this, I'm learning how to do that, right? There's yeah, it's an element of, as you continue to move forward, just to be open to learning new things, consistently keep this curiosity, right? That curious cat. I know that sounds really cliche, but keep that open, right? Because I feel like it's going to help you as you move forward. This says, thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. Yes. And I do feel like as you move through December, it's interesting because I feel like for some of you, you probably have already established this, right? This is already something that I feel like some of you already believe. I feel like you could already be um, in a position where you see each day as literally a new opportunity to learn, or an opportunity to learn something new or experience something new, whether that be about yourself or other people, right? But I feel like it's like, don't let this curiosity die. Don't let that curiosity burn out. Like, keep being open to studying and learning new things. We also have here for you, trust your vibes. Yeah, this is about your intuition, right? Again, what is your soul calling you to do? I feel like this connection that you've established with God, with the creator, with source, whatever you refer to it as, has allowed you, like I said, to strengthen your ability to feel that guidance, to follow your intuition, to hear God, to hear when you need to do what, where you need to be going, right? That, again, that connection. And I feel like, through the month of December, I feel like, let me rephrase that. As you move through December and beyond, okay, I feel like your ability or your trust in what you feel and pick up on is only going to continue to grow, right? You have, thank you, angels. Today, I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance, right? So again, like, this is important for you to be able to hear what your soul is calling you to do. This is important for you to be able to align with what is going to feel like play every single day of your experience, or a good chunk of them anyways, right? It's what's going to allow you to not take life so seriously, to have a bit of fun. And I do feel like that connection with God, with source, likely has done that, because how do I word this? From my own perspective, when I found God and I started experiencing God, right? Like, really, and being aware of what I was experiencing, okay? I was not asleep, if you will. But when I started being aware, um, and started hearing God, like, I started moving in that way, right? I was like, okay, God says go left, we're going to go left. God says go right, we're going to go right. And these things have allowed me to develop my intuition, have allowed me to develop trust within myself, and have allowed me to come to a space where I essentially, like, I don't fear dying anymore. She did at one point, but I'm not afraid of it now, because it's like, when this lifetime is over, I know what happens next, right? So it's helped me to rid myself of a lot of fears that I once had, and tuning into that voice each and every day brings so much comfort and so much excitement, and I mean, so many things. Like, it's I can't describe it. Like, I really can't. And if I could, I feel like you should probably call me a liar, because who can really truly in their I mean, who can really truly fully comprehend God or source or universe? Like, no, but no, I don't care who tries. You can't, right? So I feel like this is absolutely amazing for you, Leo, and I feel like it's just carried on from similar energy of, and I don't even recall exactly what was said in your reading for November, but there is the feeling, the energetic feeling that I'm getting is very similar. So I feel like you've just continued to grow and continue to harness that which is so powerful within you. And I think it's absolutely incredible. And you have so much support clearly as you move forward. So I can't wait to see what comes through for you as we move into 2023. I hope that something here has resonated for you for this month. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your time and energy with me. I truly do appreciate it. If you've found that something here did resonate with you, please do the YouTube things by liking, sharing, subscribing, and or commenting. It really does help the channel to grow. It tells YouTube, hey, there's something on this channel that somebody else might enjoy, and YouTube pushes it out. So I really do appreciate you doing that. Again, thank you so much for being here. I am wishing you the most incredible month, full of expansion, full of fun and play, trusting everything that you're experiencing. I'm sending you the biggest of hugs. I love you so much. Have an amazing close to your 2022, and I hope to see you in 2023. Bye.